This time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Let's go now. Go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Young. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
It's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Look at this, a tight end carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. This will be caught just inside the 10. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll go with Jones, and he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And incomplete on the deep ball. Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Right back to him on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barrett. Call it a gain of a yard, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Allen has it, left side. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Let's go now. 19 tight.
Looking to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top.
Able to push his way through. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He's got Allen. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 40.
Up the middle they go. Peoples, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves. Ready. Rig it. Check. Panther.
They'll look to throw here.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Again, it's Jones.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the Lions' 42-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. 2nd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Go. Set. Set up.
They'll look to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Set. Let go.
Back to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Here we go. Here we go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. 2nd and 15. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This one swung out here to Jones.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Come on. Set. Set, go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And finally taken down at the 15. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where you see the final score there. The Bears are most likely looking at a playoff-free season, but they do pick up win number 3 on the year. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. James O'Shaughnessy strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Monday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting set to go once more. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. His numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe they'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. At the line of scrimmage, just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. On 1st down, Peoples. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peoples, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
They're going to look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a handoff up the middle. Peoples, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Got to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
So here come the Lions now.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Up the middle they go. Noel. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out. Look, and we will take a short break.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. This is 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. Now Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
First down, Detroit.
They go back to the ground with Jones.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Frazier. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Up the middle, Jones. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll set up to throw. Incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. They'll look to throw here.
That's pulled in by Brooks.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a give, right side. Peoples. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Point after here coming up. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Caught by Allen. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Let's go. Ready, go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Allen's got it complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4. At their
Back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Barrett. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
They'll look to throw. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Lions offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll run it with Jones.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go. Set go.
They'll look to throw. He's got Allen. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Set up. Cowboy 80.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Barrett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
An inside give to Jones. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
128 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Now 2nd and 3.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Lions have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because, as you said, they've scored some points.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. 68 yards.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Jags are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.